Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I hope you're doing all right. It is the 4th of December, 2023. Nice to have you guys with us. Let's take a look at the news and see what's going on. Hi, Mikey Chino. Nice to have you with us. So, Nature Journal features Solace's pioneering solutions for blockchain vulnerabilities. Details. Let's take a look real quick. Solace, a Web3 security company, published Research and Scientific Reports, a subjournal of Nature, on using deep learning for detecting vulnerabilities in smart contracts. Their deep learning model, Lightning Cat, achieved a 93.53% F1 score in identifying vulnerabilities, potentially surpassing current methods. Solace's breakthrough represents a significant advancement in blockchain security, with applications across the entire blockchain stack to reduce exploitation risks. We were talking yesterday about Saturday, about how many billions of dollars were stolen this last year through different forms of hacks. So anything that's made to improve the chances of projects surviving those and not actually being hacked is a good thing. Is Web3 gaming doomed? Startling failure rates exposed in new report. CoinGecko's analysis reveals that out of 2,817 Web3 games launched between 2018 and 2023, 2,127 have either failed or become inactive. The highest failure rates were in 2019 and 2020, with over 94% each year, but the rate dropped to 45.9% in 2021. The year 2022 saw the most failed games, 742, surpassing the number of new games launched, highlighting significant challenges in the Web3 gaming sector. I would know one of the inactive ones, I guess, would be one of the ones I made. So we'll see if we can revive that. That's actually something I'm working on. So this hits me quite personally. Solana founder Anatoly Yakovenko advocates for blockchain harmony, rejects ETH killer label. Solana founder Anatoly Yakovenko has publicly criticized the ETH killer narrative, advocating against the idea of Solana and other emerging blockchain technologies being direct competitors to Ethereum. Yakovenko emphasizes the importance of collaboration and coexistence in the blockchain space, arguing that different platforms like Solana and Ethereum can thrive simultaneously without undermining each other. Absolutely agree with that sentiment. Silo Finance's response to Chainlink price feed anomaly on Arbitrum. What? Silo Labs, the team behind Silo Finance, reported an incident where the Chainlink WST ETH to ETH price feed on Arbitrum showed inaccurate values, leading to the unintended liquidation of 5 user positions. Silo Finance responded by refunding the liquidation penalties to the affected users. It confirmed that no bad debts were generated, attributing the price fluctuations to large transactions on Balancer V2 that may have influenced Chainlink's price calculations. So that's interesting. So there's caused an issue there. Strange. As you guys may have noticed, Friday we didn't have a guest and a show, but this Friday we might. So definitely subscribe to get notifications when we go live. We're switching up our system, our calendar, so it's not daily news. I'm doing about roughly every 2 days, but a week is 7 days. So every 2 days is a bit different. Right now I'm doing Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and on Friday we should have a guest with some hosts doing a different show, and then we'll probably have other things going on as well. So definitely stay tuned for that. So if you subscribe, you'll get notifications for everything, and you'll be able to, jump on when you feel like it. Just so you know, have the information. All right. Summer.fi revolutionizes DeFi trading with Spark protocol integration. Summer.fi integrates with Spark protocol, enhancing trading options and user convenience with new features like single-click transactions. The platform rebrands from Oasis.app to Summer.fi, focusing on a simpler, more user-friendly DeFi experience with updated products and UX. Interesting. Arbitrum DAO greenlights $23 million back fund for overlooked projects and grant program. The Arbitrum DAO has approved a 23 back fund to support 26 projects that were overlooked in the initial grant round of the Ethereum Layer 2 network, STIP. While the decision was largely supported, some projects like Camelot and MUX opposed it, advocating for a more selective and merit-based approach to funding instead of a bundled back funding event. There are some products they didn't want to necessarily fund. Hi, Didush, 123. Nice to have you with us. FTX and Alameda shipped $22 million in crypto amid bankruptcy. Let's see. In various cryptocurrencies to several exchanges. Since declaring bankruptcy, the firms have handled transactions totaling $551 million across 59 tokens. FTX and Alameda's actions are part of a U.S. court-approved plan for selling digital assets, initially up to $100 million. Let's help pay off debts. David Schwartz condemns ethical lapses in crypto hacking. David Schwartz, Ripple's CTO, recently addressed the ethical implications of crypto hacking. He emphasized that exploiting system vulnerabilities cannot be morally justified. Schwartz compared hacking to theft, underscoring the importance of property rights. I mean, technically, if you hack somebody and you steal their money, that is theft. There's no, the fact that all these different projects end up paying money is impressive. That's not how things usually happen. You steal money from somebody, they usually don't give you 10% of it if you give the rest back. Like if you steal someone's wallet, they're not going to be super happy if you give the wallet back without the money in it, for example. It's kind of a kind of situation. It's not great. It's not terrible. What would be terrible if you took the whole wallet and left with that? What would be great is if you gave everything back, right? So there's a strange thing in Web3 right now where hackers are being, let's say, allowed to do things in a way that would not be acceptable in any other world, let's put it. OKX integrates DSYN for enhanced DeFi asset management. It's a DeFi protocol in Ethereum enhancing its wallet services. So the integration allows OKX users to create and manage diverse synthetic assets. OKX wallet support extends to over 80 blockchains, boosting DeFi capabilities. That's actually kind of impressive. It's pretty good. Bill Morgan criticizes the SEC, calls for ethical legal conduct. Bill Morgan, a renowned attorney in the cryptocurrency legal field, stressed the vital role of lawyers' duty of candor to the court in urgent legal motions. Alderodi accused the SEC of exhibiting a pattern of questionable behavior in its dealings with cryptocurrency companies, particularly evident in the Ripple case. The SEC was criticized for failing to respond adequately to Coinbase's request for crypto rulemaking in June 2023. And I'd say they've also failed to catch a lot of the ones they should have caught sooner. But, North Korean hackers stole $3 billion in 6 years. Yeah. A report by a Recorded Future has revealed that North Korean hackers have stolen about $3 billion since 2017. That's enough for a nuke or two, right? Escalation in global reach of cyber operations. North Korean hackers have reportedly seized approximately $3 billion in cryptocurrency since 2017, with over half of that amount taken in the past year alone. Oof. According to a report by United States cybersecurity firm Recorded Future, the findings reveal that this staggering sum represents roughly half of North Korea's entire military expenses for the year. In 2022, the North Korean threat actors were accused of pilfering an estimated $1.7 billion worth of cryptocurrency, equivalent to around 5% of North Korea's economy, or 45% of its military budget. So, if you were hacked by North Koreans, sad to say, you're helping finance their military budget. Buenos dias, Binance user 57C34. I could have tried to pronounce the numbers in Spanish, but I don't actually. What is it? 5, 7, 3. What is cuatro? Yes. My problem is I can read most languages from the Western world, but I can't necessarily speak them rapidly. See, Coinbase market share surges outside US trading hours. Coinbase shares have posted a staggering rise outside the trading hours in the US. Bybit's market share has made a strong surge. So let's see. How much? Okay. Bybit's growth surpassed 20% in 16 out of 24 hours, signifying a robust and sustained increase in trading activity. And let's see, do we have numbers for the other? Coinbase's shares reached an 18-month high, closing at $119.77 on November 27th. This peak marks the highest valuation for Coinbase since May 2022, when it closed at $114.25, according to TradingView data. So even after hours, it kept trading higher than before. So can expect to see some things happen there. This was the second or third, so it might actually, we'll find out today actually what happened there eventually. Robert Kiyosaki sounds vital warning about a potential market collapse. I think he's been talking about this for a long time, though. Renowned author Robert Kiyosaki, co-author of the widely acclaimed book Rich Dad Poor Dad, has recently expressed renewed concerns about the U.S. economy, painting a somber picture that includes a significant market collapse, the looming specter of another Great Depression, and the unsettling possibility of further geopolitical tensions. Somehow he maintains optimism about the future. In a recent social media post, Robert Kiyosaki pointed fingers at what he humorously dubbed the Three Stooges, in control of critical entities such as the White House, the U.S. Treasury, and the Federal Reserve. Citing this leadership as a precursor to economic challenges, he warned of a potential next Great Depression and raised the alarm about the heightened risk of war, foreshadowing tough times ahead for millions of individuals. Despite the ominous predictions, Kiyosaki maintained an optimistic perspective for those with the right mindset and sufficient preparation. Surprisingly, he went on to suggest that the impending economic downturn could be opportunity for well-prepared individuals, dubbing it potentially the best time of their lives. With a sense of urgency, he advised followers to take precautions and be ready for what lies ahead, reiterating his consistent recommendation to invest in tangible assets like gold, silver, and Bitcoin. Please prepare, please take care, buy gold, silver, Bitcoin, Kiyosaki said. He also echoed his longstanding advocacy for a diversified investment strategy to weather economic storms. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary for Kiyosaki there. U.S. bank SoFi officially exits the crypto industry. SoFi Technologies Inc. is exiting the cryptocurrency sector amid increased regulatory scrutiny and to comply with its bank charter conditions. The company has informed its crypto customers to liquidate their accounts or transfer them to blockchain.com by December 19th. SoFi's decision reflects the challenges and complexities of operating in the volatile crypto market, especially under heightened regulatory attention. No one yet. No. Hi, Binance user FC07D. How are you doing? Wait, you guys are saying you can't hear me? Just let me check this. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's working. Gwen Latino. Lithuanian guys need help, please. You guys are posting some weird stuff today. It's kind of unusual. Hi, anonymous user 167.8E. Nice to have you with us. Hey, guys. So we have listeners from Lithuania. That's cool. And listeners from, I'm guessing, Latin America as well. That's cool. So Actually, in chat, trying to find people like yourself. That's hilarious. I love that. Is Nigeria joining BRICS as Argentina's replacement? What to know? Let's see. Nigeria is positioning itself to join the BRICS economic alliance, potentially replacing Argentina, which recently declined the invitation. The Nigerian government is actively pursuing membership in both BRICS and the G20 as part of its broader foreign policy strategy. Nigeria's inclusion in BRICS, comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, could significantly impact global economic dynamics and enhance Nigeria's role in international politics. Yeah, it wouldn't help them with their actual existential problems in their own country right now. Let's see, is there anything about that? Um, so they want influence, is what they want. They don't actually care about the rules of these organizations, I guess. Interesting. Why Peter Schiff thinks USD is about to crash like never before. Economist Peter Schiff predicts a historic crash for the US dollar, or USD, attributing it to de dollarization efforts by the BRICS alliance. Schiff warns that this crash could significantly impact the US economy, potentially leading to increased inflation, interest rates, and unemployment. The BRICS bloc's move towards using local currencies and developing an alternative currency system is contributing to the diminishing dominance of the USD. He can say this, but I'm not seeing any numbers that actually verify any of this. Schiff's prediction comes at a time when CNN reports that the USD is undergoing its worst month of the year, with a 3.7% loss against six major global currencies. This decline is a clear indicator of the dollar's waning strength in the international market. This happens. Like, for 1 month doesn't indicate anything, and especially a clear indicator. That's a bit exaggerated. Um, Not sure what you guys think, but yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are living in la la land on this kind of thing. Why experts think digital pound threatens financial stability. The UK Treasury Committee has raised concerns that a digital pound could pose risks to financial stability and personal privacy. Experts fear rapid transfers to digital pounds during financial crises could increase the risk of bank runs and destabilize the banking system. Well, if you have a digital currency, do you even need banks? That's one question, at least the way they are now. Um, okay, there are also concerns about how authorities would handle personal data of digital pound users, raising privacy issues. True. Wall Street's fear gauge dives on Fed's inflation concession. Wall Street's fear gauge, the VIX, hits a near 4-year low, reflecting investor confidence in the Federal Reserve's inflation control. The VIX has dropped to 12.4 from over 20 in October, suggests reduced market volatility and aligns with the S&P 500's best month since July 2022. Analysts caution that the current market calm might lead to future instability, with expectations of increased volatility ahead. When it's calm, it will become volatile, and when it's volatile, it will become calm. I feel like I've been looking at the markets too long, and I'm not, like, oh my god, it's going to change. It's cyclical, and then you add special news things and other, events that help with the cycles being more pronounced or shortening or lengthening how long they last, but it's cyclical. Wall Street's fear gauge, we talked about that. Central banks pressured to shift course as inflation slows. Central banks face pressure to lower interest rates as inflation rates decrease, especially in the Eurozone and the US. The European Central Bank is in the spotlight with inflation nearing its target, prompting discussion on rate cuts. The Federal Reserve in the US maintains a cautious stance, balancing economic growth with inflation control. We'll see what they decide. UBS commits to expanding in the United States. UBS plans to significantly expand its presence in the US market, aiming to achieve an annual increase of $150 billion in new funds as part of its growth strategy. The bank's research highlights a trend shift in billionaire wealth, with more inheriting fortunes than creating new wealth, signaling a significant generational change in wealth accumulation. UBS's expansion strategy includes navigating challenges like geopolitical concerns and changing investment preferences across different generations of wealthy clients. Okay, we'll see how that pans out. Bitcoin trades close to 41K. It's officially a bull run. Bitcoin has surpassed the $40,000 threshold, currently trading at $40,736.60. This is a 3.38% increase in the last 24 hours, reflecting a 50.04% crypto market dominance. The price of Bitcoin fell below $40,000 in April 2022, but it has rallied in recent months due to US central bankers' dovish comments and hopes for a spot Bitcoin ETF. There are now 13 entities with a filed BTC ETF awaiting approval from the SEC, which analysts predict will come before January 10th, 2024. That's interesting news, isn't it? It's more than interesting. That's actually very optimistic. So, okay, here's a complete. If you want to read more about buying into Bitcoin right now, there are a few articles here to check out. Right now, they're on page 2 of cryptopolitan.com if you want to read more and figure out if you want to get into Bitcoin. Binance's final notice on 12 delisted tokens. Here's your last chance to sell them for something else, right? Binance plans to reopen withdrawals for 12 delisted tokens from 2023. So the 5th of December 2023 to the 25th of December 2023. So up until Christmas. So the 25th of December at midnight UTC, withdrawals for these delisted tokens will no longer be supported. Binance will convert Beam, BCD, Go, NEBL, NAS, NSBT, and SGB tokens to USDT at the snapshot time of midnight on the 26th of December. So midnight being like as the morning starts on the 26th of December, depending on user holdings in their Binance wallets. By the 12th of December 2023 at midnight, all users who have these tokens in their Binance wallets will receive an email notification. The conversion will take place between the 26th of December and the 25th of June of 2024. So like between the 26th of December 2023 and the 25th of June 2024, using the average token to USDT exchange rate. Interesting. So this came after feedback from the community. They decided to do this. Definitely moving. Greetings, Anonymous Ishtiak. And Anonymous 8108 and Dinesh07. Nice to have you guys with us. Stargate platform targeted in phishing scam, over $50,000 stolen. Oh no. A phishing scam on Stargate Finance's platform led to over $50,000 stolen from users through a fake voting proposal containing a malicious link. Over 1,000 users were tricked into checking their eligibility for a non-existent GSTG token reward, leading them to a phishing site. Where then they apparently stole their money, it looks like. The financial giant SoFi quits crypto offerings amid regulatory heat. Bitcoin ETF ignites Franklin Templeton's visionary blockchain focus. Franklin Templeton's CEO, Jenny Johnson, discusses the firm's growing interest in blockchain technology beyond Bitcoin. At the Fortune Global Forum in Abu Dhabi, Johnson highlighted the potential of tokenization in the financial sector. The firm is pursuing a Bitcoin spot exchange traded fund, Bitcoin ETF, already applying for it in September. Interesting. I find that fascinating. Because tokenizing securities is something I'm also involved in a little bit. Robert Kiyosaki urges EV shift as Bitcoin surpasses $40,000 amid economic fears. EV as in electric vehicles? Warns of an impending economic depression and advises investment in electric vehicles. Kiyosaki attributes rising gas prices to the current conflict in the Middle East and criticizes the economic policies of the US government. Emphasizing the potential financial downturn, he suggests that higher gas prices will disproportionately affect the poor. So he's saying if you can get an electric vehicle now, you won't be as affected by other gas price hikes. So it's a way to avoid getting hit by economic issues. Hi guys, somebody asked for Twitter handle. Do you want the? I'll give you Cryptopolitan's Twitter, and then I'll give you mine as well. Since you asked for it. All right, and then Cryptopolitans. Is CP official TX, by the way. There you go. Now you guys can contact me and ask whatever you want, and you can follow Cryptopolitan on X, also known as Twitter. Feel free, definitely do that. It'd be awesome. UK lawmakers push for extended CBDC trial evaluations. The UK House of Commons Treasury Committee has recommended that the Bank of England and His Majesty's Treasury conduct further detailed consultations. Significant costs have been incurred in the preliminary stages of exploring a CBDC, prompting the committee to call for greater transparency in reporting these expenses. The committee has expressed concerns about the high investment required for the official launch of a digital pound and the uncertain balance of risks and benefits. Yeah, they need more testing. I agree. That makes sense. XRPL Labs launches innovative. I feel like I say that word in a very British way, even though I'm American. Innovative? Is that what we say in American English? Innovation, innovative, in an innovative way? I've been around Brits too much. I've been saying innovative. Innovation, innovative. XRPL Labs launches innovative remit for efficient transactions. I say that word every day. We deal with innovation news, basically, is what's going on here. Richard Holland, CTO of XRPL Labs, introduces XLS55D remit for atomic multi-asset payments on the Xahau sidechain. Remit enables seamless transfer of multiple currencies and tokens in single transactions. The system ensures delivery of exact amounts and tokens contingent on successful validation. Okay. So it's a sidechain on XRP, right? Interesting. Zodia Custody partners with Mitaco. Or Mitaco? I want to say Mitaco, but I'm sure that's not right. Zodia Custody and Mitaco team up for safer crypto storage. I guess I'm hungry. That's why I'm reading it that way. HSBC partners with Mitaco for digital asset custody. Crypto custody evolves with new alliances. So it's an FCA-registered digital asset custodian backed by Standard Chartered, which is Zodia Custody, has announced a strategic partnership with Mitaco, a crypto custody firm acquired by Ripple. Okay, so there's some big things going on in the background here. We have Ripple and we have Standard Chartered in the background. This collaboration aims to provide global sub-custody solutions addressing the growing demand for self-custody of digital assets. Uh, tu- tu- tu. So the CEO of Zodia Custody, Julian Sawyer, described the sub-custody system as the third generation of crypto custody, where multiple custodians are interconnected. This system allows clients from various regions to securely store assets in different locations, leveraging the regulatory permissions of sub-custodians like Zodia Custody. Aha. So if you live in a place where you're not really allowed to do this, you could maybe use them. Interesting. I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying maybe that's a use case. Osmosis and UX chain I consolidation in Cosmos ecosystem. Osmosis and UX chain plan to merge, forming a stronger DeFi hub. They'll start by combining code bases and may unify tokens later. The merger aims for better security and advanced DeFi features. Right now, security makes a lot of sense since you have the really organized groups of hackers like aiming for crypto projects and trying to steal as much money as they can. Attorney John E. Deaton discloses cryptocurrency portfolio preferences. Oh, what's he interested in? XRP or? Attorney John E. Deaton owns more Bitcoin and Ethereum than XRP, surprising many. And I'm one of them because he's been very vocal about XRP, but I guess it's because he was doing lawyer work for them. He bought extra XRP after the SEC lawsuit, betting on victory and diversifying his portfolio. Deaton's focus extends beyond profits, highlighting crypto industry issues and offering hope to fellow investors. That's interesting. Because anyone that has seriously followed me knows this. When I sued the SEC lawyers like Jorge Tenreiro lied and told the judge I was a disgruntled XRP holder who was upset because I bet on the wrong token and lost money. The truth was, when the SEC filed suit on December 22nd, basically he had mostly Bitcoin and Ethereum. He wasn't. Okay, that's interesting. Good to know. Good on him too. South Africa's crypto market shakes up as FSCA reviews dozens of license applications. Ooh. The Financial Sector Conduct Authority of South Africa received 128 crypto asset service provider applications, with plans to review 36 in December, 22 in February, and the remaining 14 in March. The FSCA's crypto assets market study for 2023 indicates that 60% of traded crypto in South Africa are unbacked assets, with the majority of CASPs, or crypto asset service providers, earning between 1 and 50 million rands annually. The FSCA emphasizes stringent regulatory compliance, focusing on KYC, or Know Your Customer onboarding, cyber risk, and other operational standards, and warns of enforcement actions against CASPs operating without a license post deadline. So this is another country doing you have to be licensed in our country in order to offer services to our people. It makes sense as an approach from a government's point of view. It makes total sense there. Brian Armstrong sees Bitcoin as key to Western stability. Wow. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong emphasizes Bitcoin's critical role in securing the future success of Western civilization amid financial challenges. Armstrong highlights historical patterns of reserve currencies like the US dollar, indicating a tendency towards inflation and loss of dominance. According to Armstrong, the rise of digital currencies is seen as challenging the assumption of continued US inflationary policies. I've heard that before about Bitcoin specifically. BRICS gold and Bitcoin set to humble the US dollar in 2024. Here's the why and how. Since the dawn of COVID-19, global economies have been in a tough spot, led by the US rate hikes on the dollar. Years later, markets are recovering, and the US dollar is slated to have a difficult 2024 compared to gold, Bitcoin, and BRICS. Analysts predict that gold will surpass its all-time high of $2,081 in 2024. If this trend continues, the US dollar will face resistance in 2024. China has had massive success with its digital yuan, and other nations are following to develop CBDCs in that order. This will cause a shift in the need and usage of the US dollar. Maybe. Time will tell. Just because it's faster doesn't mean more people are going to use it. Bitcoin is not the fastest cryptocurrency, but it's still like the default one you compare all the others to. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it is. Take a look at coin market cap and take a look at this $41,000 Bitcoin ourselves. Nice. I actually hadn't seen this yet, so this is feels good to see Bitcoin back where I'm seeing really good numbers. Let's jump into this just a second. All right. The crypto market cap is $1.54 trillion. Last I looked, it was in the 1.4s. A 3.53% increase over the last day. The total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is $81.13 billion, which makes a 74.74% increase. The total volume in DeFi is currently $8.86 billion, 10.93% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. The volume of all stablecoins is now $73.39 billion, which is 90.46% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. Bitcoin's dominance is currently 53.05%, an increase of 0.85% over the day, which is huge. Fear and Greed Index is at 75. BTC is at $41,604.42 right now. It's up 4.87% in the last 24 hours, up 12.99% in the last 7 days. Ethereum is at $2,223.35. I should say Ether. It's up 3.01% in the last 24 hours, up 10.19% in the last 7 days. Let's look at our biggest winners and losers here. Let's start with the losers. Terra Classic USD, USTC is down 9.63% in the last 24 hours, down 22.6% in the last 7 days to 5 cents 51. INJ from Injective is down 6.74% in the last 24 hours to $16.38. Also down 4.20% in the last 7 days. And then we have DYDX or ETH DYDX, which is down 5.76% in the last 24 hours, down 1.16% in the last 7 days to $3.15. And then everything else is less than that. Rune from Thorchain is down 5.33% to $6.57, while being up 24.64% in the last 7 days. Everything else is up from the last 7 days as I scroll down, with some small exceptions, but they're not down as much. And the market seems to be more up today than down, since the biggest winner right now is Terra Classic. Lunacy is up 29.68% in the last 24 hours, up 98.19% in the last 7 days. Stacks SDX is up 28.26% in the last 24 hours to $1.04, up 58.58% in the last 7 days. Ordi is up 25.17% in the last 24 hours, up 108.5% in the last 7 days to $39.71. Luna is up 19.02% in the last 24 hours, up 19.85% in the last 7 days to $1.01. Frax share FXS is up 12.28% in the last 24 hours, up 19.4% in the last 7 days to $8.74. Everything else is up less than 10%, but there's quite a lot that's up right now. Let's go back to the major cryptocurrencies. Hi, Red Packet, Binance user D44D. Nice to have you guys with us. Scroll up, see if I missed any messages. Hi, Ice Zeruwali. Nice to have you with us as well. All right, so what do we have here? BNB is at $228.58. It's up 0.65% in the last 24 hours, up 1.37% in the last 7 days. XRP is down 0.79% in the last 24 hours to 61 cents 79, up 2.8% in the last 7 days. Solana is down 2.83% in the last 24 hours, up 12.67% in the last 7 days to $61.33. ADA from Cardano is at 40 cents 09. It's up 2.43% in the last 24 hours, up 6.17% in the last 7 days. Dogecoin is at 8 cents 733. It's up 3.7% in the last 24 hours, up 11.52% in the last 7 days. TRX from Tron is down 0.07% in the last 24 hours, down 1.19% in the last 7 days to 10 cents 29. Link from Chainlink is down 1.4% in the last 24 hours, up 9.95% in the last 7 days to $15.64. Ton from Toncoin is down 2.18% in the last 24 hours, down 1.42% in the last 7 days to $2.37. AVAX from Avalanche is down 1.32% in the last 24 hours, while being up 6.29% in the last 7 days to $21.52. Matic from Polygon is down 1.02% in the last 24 hours, while being up 7.02% in the last 7 days to 79 cents 52. Dot from Polkadot is up 1.34% in the last 24 hours, up 8.17 in the last 7 days to $5.54. LTC from Litecoin is up 1.4% in the last 24 hours, up 5.9% in the last 7 days to $72.64. SHIB is up 51.18% in the last 24 hours, up 8.23% in the last 7 days. Bitcoin Cash is at $245.12. It's up $7.88%, not $7, up 8.72% in the last 7 days. Atom from Cosmos is now 20th. There's a lot of movement. Last time we checked, Eunice said Leo, their token Leo was 20th, and now it's 23rd, and 20th is Atom from Cosmos, which is at $9.48, up 0.76% in the last 24 hours, up 3.72% in the last 7 days. That's interesting that they would be up here, especially since it doesn't look like, wait a second, yeah, by market cap, actually it does make sense. Yes, by market cap it makes sense, but not by much. They're very close together at that level, so that's why it keeps moving up and down between Leo, OKB, Uniswap, Cosmos. They're very close to each other, so any small change could bring them up and down. But between Cosmos today and between Bitcoin Cash, for example, it's a lot. It's $1,300,000 difference. Whereas the difference between Cosmos and Uniswap, for example, in market cap is, sorry, I was talking in billions, not in millions. Let's do that again. Let's do that calculation real quick. So that's yeah, this is crazy actually when I think about it. 1,000, million, billion, $1,300,000,000 worth of difference between Atom and BCH in market cap. Between Uni and Atom, we're looking more at $300 million, which is significant, but it changes at this moment a lot because the markets seem to be taking off, right? So that is interesting. Let's see, what time did BTC actually start taking off? Okay, when did it break that $40,000? Okay, it broke it once here around midnight, my time. Went up, went down, and then it broke that 41,000 today, my time. It looks like, oh, there it is. There it is. And it looks like that's a new resistance, a new bottom resistance. That's crazy that just happened. That simply, it looks like, right? It looks very, very coordinated. Interesting. It's been a crazy year. Nope. Nope, we're going into, it looks like this a little bit. With the down right before, it looks like this, just going up. And it looks like this, going down, and then going up. Although it looks more like this part. It looks very interesting. Okay. Just as far as trends, that's quite interesting. If we look at it like this, it's been a very green 2 days as well. All right. Thank you guys for jumping in. Have a great Monday, a great week. See you Wednesday. And have a great Monday and Tuesday. Hope you guys have a great time. Feel free to subscribe so you get notifications when we go online, because I don't expect you guys to remember that we're going to have the shows on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays with hosts, another show on Fridays with a guest speaker and everything. I don't expect you to remember that, so definitely subscribe so you can check that out. All right, have a great day. See you guys.